Hey guys, it's Cal here from KR Sabers, and this is an overview video of our much anticipated Spectre 5 Saber kit. Designed and created here at KR Sabers with our newly appointed senior engineer James, whom some of you already know as Jimmy's Saber Junk. For those of you unaware of this particular design, this is inspired by the lightsaber used by Sabine Wren in the Ahsoka series released in 2023, deriving from Ezra's saber in Star Wars Rebels. After the prop exhibit at San Diego Comic-Con, we were very excited to bring this prop to life whilst capturing some of the key details that we examined. I'd love to go through some of those details with you guys, as I feel the designs and some of the features engineered into this kit are worth mentioning. Scaling was a huge part of the process before we started our engineering. It took several iterations before we were confident that our 3D model was true to the sizing of the prop. Roy from Wanawanga was a huge help with this and supported us greatly in refining our scaling to where, when creating a visual layover of our 3D model on the prop photos, both the model and prop align rather precisely. Next, it was time to focus on some of the finer details worth capturing, a few of which I'll run through now. First up is the surface finish variation between the body and the accent ribs. From the images seen at San Diego Comic-Con, we were able to determine that there was a difference in finish between these areas. As a result, we chose to give the body a matte black anodized finish and machine all the ribs separately with a gloss black anodized finish. Secondly, we noticed the pin pocket area may not just be black. It appeared quite dark, however some further images were published where it was much lighter and possibly not coloured at all. This is why, with our kit, we have included interchangeable pin pocket plates for customers to choose whether they like black or silver in this area. The triangular loop on the pommel also displayed two sleeves on either side of one of the napkin holder arms, and so we produced these small pieces for the triangle loop assembly. A small detail, but we certainly did not want to overlook that. The type of screws around the emitter was important also. From our research, we determined that these were indeed set screws, and made sure to use those instead of a captive screw type where the head of the screw locked in the shrouds. Instead, we engineered a separate shroud retention method, which is conveniently hidden under the display plug or removable blade holder. Alignment of the emitter itself was a critical aspect of the design. Thankfully, through the efforts of James and his previous Survivor project engineering, we used a solution whereby the emitter position is adjustable via the bronze ring seen here. James has a more detailed video on the adjustment process, which is linked in the video description. It uses an O-ring to provide compression and eliminates any potential rattle from the clocking process. This has been tested extensively with and without the use of a blade. In terms of the FX functionality, we have incorporated what has become somewhat standard in our industry now. The hilt allows for a fully removable chassis core. The red toggle switch can be used to activate switches in both the left and right position. The central part of the switch also acts as a plunger, giving you the ability to have up to 3 button commands. We didn't want to have the control box PCB act as a switch plunger, as it would need to sit higher in the control box and look a little unsightly. The prop shows the clamp card sitting flat, and we wanted to stay true to that. The pommel is also discreetly vented for sound, and the included blade holder supports the use of 7/8" blades, an accurate size to what is shown on the prop. It also provides a nice snug fit to avoid any blade wobble in the emitter. The screws around the upper shrouds act as blade retention screws without the need of any additional blade retention specific screws added to the emitter. Each kit comes partially assembled and wrapped in black tissue paper along with some accessories, all of which are bagged up inside of the beautiful box designed by Christian Cruz. I always recommend, as these have been carefully QC'd prior to shipping, that once you receive your kit, open it on a clear flat surface and simply check all of the accessories are there. If you have an issue, just let us know immediately and we can rectify it for you. In terms of accessories, 1 blade holder extension, this threads into the emitter, 5 main accent rib pieces, 10 lower accent rib pieces, 2 small accent ribs, 2 brass shroud accents, 2 napkin holder screws, 1 3M pre-cut adhesive sticker set for easy application of the rib pieces and clamp card. You would simply peel them from the sticker set, lay into the grooves and make the second peel. This small rectangular part goes to the edge of the control box to keep the card secure as opposed to using any glue. Triangle loop and sleeves, 2 pin pocket inserts, either in anodized black or anodized clear, 1 accurate PCB clamp card, a set of additional blade retention screws, they're slightly longer to keep the accurate look, and an hex Allen key, which is 1.5mm. For the Wave 1 launch of these hilts back in September 2023, we did also offer weathering services on these via Multiverse props. However, due to personal issues, Josh from Multiverse Props was unable to participate. This did create somewhat of a troublesome situation for us to navigate, since we have never offered in-house weathering services and have little to no experience painting props, and there was also orders already paid for at this time. Nevertheless, we're not ones to back down from a challenge, and spent a considerable amount of time working on an in-house solution to chemically weather the hilts, giving a more authentic finish, especially since the aluminium parts are clear anodized as standard. And here are the results of our weathering. I feel that this came out even better than expected, and I even spent some additional time today adding some additional nicks here and there. We'll be using this method to cater for those Wave 1 orders, and will likely open the service again once we have completed that batch. For those who pre-ordered on Black Friday 2023, please keep an eye out for your emails, as we will contact you also to see if you'd like to opt for weathering on your clean kit orders. Please don't worry about potentially not getting your hilt weathered prior to your order shipping. Further to this, we also reached out to Austin Dowdy from Astoria Workshop, who's a talented artist based in the United States, to see if he would also like to offer his services for the run. Austin created a beautiful example of the weathering, as shown here, and I will also leave his details in the video description should you wish to reach out to him for weathering on these kits. He does excellent work. Just to clarify, we are starting to ship these pre-orders from 2023 from next week, and wanted to make sure our overview video was live prior to that. We'll likely ship the empty clean kits first, then empty install kits, after which we will begin the weathered batch. Each kit will be offered in various options, either as empty hilts or with DIY install options such as the Eco, Eco CC and Master Chassis kits, with the various soundboards we offer that include Profi, CFX, Golden Harvest and Verso. We have covered in previous videos the differences between these. However, for those of you who are new here, our Eco chassis is a simple, functional, 3D printed PLA plastic chassis. The Eco CC chassis is the same as our Eco, however it will have a 3D printed PLA plastic crystal chamber and resin printed crystals, as well as a soundboard cover. The Goth 3 Designs Master Chassis is a more artistic chassis made with premium materials such as natural 3D printed brass. This is for those who are perhaps a higher end collector and wish to add some finer details to their hilt. I also want to mention that the hilts themselves do not come pre-installed with electronics and therefore will require installation by the end user. Alternatively, the kits can be sent to your chosen installer, and we recommend installers based in your area should you have any issues locating one. We will also have an install guide plan to assist DIYers, and this will be coming after the run is completed and been shipped. If you plan to install an Eco or Eco CC chassis, as I have with one of the kits here, to access it, simply unscrew the pommel and the chassis will slide out. The brass pins here act as a chassis guide rail, and this will give you full access to the chassis, battery and soundboard. This particular Eco chassis build uses a Profi V3.9, stock custom works thin net micro PCB connector, 18650 high amp lithium removable battery, and a 28mm bass speaker. The Eco MPXL PCB connector is mounted inside of the emitter. The kill switch is located here, and I'll boot the Saber up now.
You know, I was beginning to think we'd never find you.
After which the chassis can slide right back in. Activation is via the red toggle button here. With additional effects either via the central button or by toggling left. The blade can be secured using the included blade holder emitter and tightening one or all of the grub screws around the emitter.
Ezra?
Balan's skull.
Shinhati. Rock.
Ezra Bridger. Skull.
Shinati. You're welcome.
Ezra Bridger. The Force will be with you. Always.
This Hilt kit is available now on the saberarmory.com. We don't have many kits left from this production batch, so you may have to be quick to secure a spot. Not to worry though, if all of these do sell out, I'm sure we will do another run again in 2024. If you have any further questions or queries, please either leave a comment below or contact us via our website. Thanks a lot for your patience and support on this run, and I hope to see many of you in the community starting or continuing your lightsaber journey with one of these kits. See you guys again soon, more Ahsoka series Hilts to come. Peace.